Hello world, Rainy Savage 50 here, dropping another video tonight. Hope you all are having a great weekend, great night. Everything's being fantastic, and you all are being safe. So, I thought to myself this morning. I said, myself said, what kind of video should I drop for the people tonight? And I told myself, let's see, how about a concealed carry weapon? That, some people say, is fantastic, but I own that weapon and I can beg to differ. That weapon is the Ruger LCP. Let's get it close. Let's get it close. As you can see, my location is a little bit different than my last video. I was in my office last video. Now I'm in my little man cave, so the lighting may be a little different. These curtains are not pink or purple. I don't know what's up with this lighting, but whatever. Here's the Ruger LCP. Safe to check it. It is clear. Here's an empty magazine. We're going to use this here. There's some pros and cons to this weapon. If I can get the magazine in. Pros and cons to it. A lot of people swear by it. I've seen many reviews on YouTube, and people say that it is a fantastic gun. I bet my life on it. And I can agree. It's very reliable. I've shot hundreds of rounds. I haven't shot that many rounds through it, but hundreds of rounds through it. Maybe 800 rounds. 800. So 100, maybe something like that. I'm just trying to make it, fluff it up, maybe. No. But I shot a little bit through it. I think it'll get the job done if you need to defend yourself within 5 yards, 7 yards, something like that. But obviously anything further is a no-go. And there are many reasons for it, and I'll get to them throughout the video. But here's my Ruger LCP. Haven't changed much on it. Honestly, I don't even think you can change much on it. I haven't even tried it, but I've heard all the reviews. I saw it for cheap at a pawn shop, and I said, I'm going to pick it up because I do need a weapon in my kitchen to put in my cabinet, and this is where, that is where this weapon sits. As you can see, I do have a little grip on it. I believe this is a Hogue grip. Hogue grip that is specific to the smaller frame guns. And I think Ruger LCP was on the list on the the back of the package, but it was too big, so I had to cut it. You can probably see the horrible cut job down there. But it fits it, and it fits pretty firmly in my hand. I kind of like how it feels. But as you can see, I have pretty large hands. The camera doesn't do it justice, but I have pretty large hands, and this gun is good in terms of trying to conceal it like in a pocket, but with me trying to get a good positive grasp on the gun to draw it out, it's horrible. And I'm not confident at all with it. If I was to try to carry it around on a daily basis as my #1 EDC concealed carry weapon. Have I carried it around before? Yes, I have. Am I okay with it in certain instances? Yes. But if I had to rely on it 24/7, I think I'd choose a larger gun. Just this is my personal opinion because of my large hands. I have carried this gun when I go out on runs. I wear a fanny pack and put this little baby in there. While I'm cutting my grass, it fits swiftly and securely in my pocket, and I feel I'm very confident with it in that instance. It sits in my cabinet for home defense if I'm in there washing dishes. And what was that? I have something. At least I have something to fight with. Or I can say, hey, I can get to a larger gun a few more feet away. It depends on what I'm trying to do or what I'm trying to. Magazine capacity is only 6 rounds. That's another negative. This gun is a 380. That's the caliber. I don't have a bullet with me, but the bullet is sitting behind me. 6 rounds of 380. Yes, it can kill you because shot placement is key. But why would I try something like this if I can get something larger, right? But the whole thing is that it is a smaller gun, and it is very concealable. So why not use it? And that's why a lot of people have raving reviews for it. And a lot of people say, oh yes, I got it from my wife. Oh, I got it from my girlfriend, and they love it. I'll say this gun is mine, but I've let my wife shoot it. Hates it. She hates it because it's too little. She'd rather have a gun that's bigger and she can have more control over it opposed to something like this. So that's my take on it. Not all wives will love it. And granted, my wife is 5'9". She has a little bit larger hands, and she likes a more full-size gun like a Smith & Wesson M&P 40. But hey, that's my wife. Another negative outside of the size of it is the sights. If you can see, there are barely any sights on there. They're there, but they're so low. And I think the LCP2, the upgraded model of it, they're raised a little more, but still it doesn't do much for you. Now, do you really need sights within 5, 7 yards? No. If you're trying to defend your life in your house, or while you're taking a walk, or while you're doing whatever, when somebody's up close to you trying to rob you, you don't really need to aim, honestly. When you're within those certain amount of yards, there's no aiming. You're pointing. There's no lining up sights. I mean to say, you're gonna obviously aim at the person, but there's no lining up sights within 3 to 5 yards. You don't need to do that. As long as you got a pretty good grip on that thing, pretty good trigger control, you are gonna be good to go. Now, you see I'm playing with the trigger here. That's another con to me. This take up is just extremely long. Watch this. My fingers the trigger is completely depressed, and I am letting go, letting go, letting go, letting go, letting go, let go, let go. Oh, you heard that click. Oh, there's the full click, and it's reset. Pull, 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 pull. It's too much. It's so heavy, man. I would, if I had to get into shooting with this, I'm not gonna be too concerned. But the follow-up shots, it feels like it's gonna be too much work and too much hassle to ensure that I'm gonna get my shots off. Now, another thing, I have pretty large fingers. That comes with my large hands, obviously. When I pull this trigger, you probably can't see well with the lighting, but up in the gun where the trigger goes, there's this gap like miniguns have. But this one is so distinct because with the gun being so small, when this trigger resets, my finger stuck. Your finger pinches in that gap, and it's so uncomfortable, and it's something extra that you need to worry about and be concerned about when you're trying to get those follow-up shots off. And that also can probably help induce malfunctions by way of you're not being able to reset your trigger, and you're thinking it's reset, and it's really not, and you need that second shot, and you can't. Now you're trying to tack rack ready, and it wasn't a problem with the magazine or the slide or the barrel. It was a problem with the damn trigger because of your finger. So that's another issue that I've noticed with me specifically, and it's something I just can't deal with. I don't know. It's like a love-hate relationship. It's so small. It reminds you of like a 007 James Bond gun. Something just so small, something you just whip out. But it's nothing that I would primarily carry. Now, would I put it in my pants? Well, not pants. Well, yeah, I say on pants. On my leg, or use it as a secondary gun? Of course. If I had my Glock 19 on me, would I consider carrying this in a book bag? Of course. But if I had to allow this as number one, no. Now, if this is all I can afford, you know, any gun is better than no gun. But there's just these little things that I've mentioned that I'd rather do without and just choose a better gun for at least what I'm doing in life. And I like to carry guns everywhere. Now, you never know those situations, like I've mentioned in my other videos, where you need to prepare and you need to be able to defend yourself from longer distances. This gun is big X on this one because you're not going to be able to do anything probably 15, 20 yards. Now, are there people that can do it? Have I seen videos where people shooting far? Yes. But are you confident with it? You know, is there a better choice? And I say yes. So this is my little review or overview on this Ruger LCP and my opinions of it. If you want to buy one, go for it. But think about the things that I've said, all right? So, Randy750, check it out here.